Dreams are turning into reality. Look around. So many people's dreams are turning into reality. The thoughts are turning into things. The manifestations have gone from just a dream in their mind, from just a vision in their mind, to a reality that everyone can see and everyone can celebrate. But where did all of them get this reality from? Where did all of them get the idea from? No one is getting ideas, or there's no pipeline coming in from another planet. It's all coming as a result of this environment. Thoughts are turning into things here. So that means that everyone is using the law of attraction, especially the ones who you revere as masters. They're the ones who really understand this, but maybe they don't understand it in this clear way. So as we embark on this video, you're going to understand very clearly what you can do with the power of your now, and just understanding how exactly powerful your now moment. You know, your now moment is so powerful because your now moment is where you're emanating your vibration that equals your point of attraction that law of attraction is responding to. And so when we think about a dream, it feels good. A dream is a really nice sort of place to go. A dream, that is, if you haven't killed your desire yet. You know, you're eternally going to be unfinished. You are eternally unfinished, eternal beings. That means that you will always be standing in a place where there's always something more. There's always something more. There's always something more. And maybe you've noticed that about yourself. Maybe you think that that's a bad trait, that you always want more, that you're never satisfied. It's not that you're not satisfied. It's that you're a creator. But you see, when you want a lot, when you have big dreams, when you have big purpose, then thoughts in opposition to your vision, to your dream, they're going to hurt you, because that's what your emotions are. That's what your emotional countenance is all about. Your emotions are telling you, what are you doing to your dreams? Well, your emotional guidance system is telling you, what exactly are you doing with your energy right now, in this now moment, not tomorrow, not later, but right now. Because this now is a platform that everything can be built on, because we don't care where you've been, we don't care where you're going. Nothing matters to us other than where you are right now. And of course we do care about where you're going, because we know where you're going. We understand who you are. We know what's in the vortex. We know what's there for you, and we can't articulate it to you because it would take so much time. But truly, no one needs to, because you will know it. You will understand what's in your vortex when you see it. You will know it when you see it. So let's talk about what's a dream. A dream is something that you've received. You achieved a vibrational frequency with the vortex, and so what was in the vortex came into your mind in the form of a dream, in the form of a vision. Maybe you're really young, you saw yourself doing something that was just very pleasing. Maybe you were on stage, maybe you were performing for millions of people, maybe you're writing books, maybe you're signing books, maybe you're being interviewed and people are asking you just how amazing you were and why exactly you were just like that. Whatever the dream is, or maybe you were dreaming of millions and millions and billions of dollars, more money coming in than out ever. Whatever your dream is, the bottom line is that it felt good to you. That dream felt good to you. But then if you hold that dream and you don't know exactly how to sing, you don't know how to write a book, you don't know where all the details are going to come from, if you spend more of your time worrying about where everything's going to come from and worrying about the details of your dream, then you're killing your dream. Then your dream no longer feels good to you. Those desires don't feel good to you anymore. And so naturally, you just give up on them. You give up on your dreams. You say, you know what? I'm just not going to dream about this anymore because it hurts to dream. And it's not that you give up on your dream in the sense where you give up the resistance. You give up on tuning your frequency. You give up on molding the clay. You give up on caring about how you feel regarding that subject. You're just lazy. You're just sloppy, because look around. Everyone is mediocrely doing that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about how to really turn your dreams into your reality. So the first thing to really understand is that your dream is by the time it's in your mind, if you're dreaming and it feels good to you, that dream is a surefire thing. That dream is exactly going to happen. A dream is a reality, but you're picking up on it. You're translating in the form of a daydream, in the form of an image in your mind's eye. And that dream is inevitable. It's going to happen, because whenever you want something, it's already done. It's already a vibrational reality. But that takes us to the second point. You have to love the vibrational version of your dream, which is a lot, because when you're in your now moment and you observe your now moment and you notice that what you want isn't here yet, it's hard to not notice that. It's hard to not see your desire as something that's future. It's hard to not notice your desire as something that's over there that you're making your way towards. And that's very interesting, because when it's over there and it's not over here, when it's physically something that you're moving towards, then you can't make it. Because here's the thing, you can't make that journey, because the journey is a vibrational journey. You know, you're here right now, and maybe you would call your situation less than desirable, and then the dream is over there, and that dream is exactly what you want, has everything that you want, has all the components of a life that are truly satisfying and so gratifying to you. So then there's a gap. There is a gap. You would say maybe it's a physical gap. Maybe you're in debt. Maybe you're not feeling so good. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you're broke. Maybe you're wanting to write a book, whatever, and you don't have a book right now. Whatever it is, it's most important to understand that wherever you are right now, you can begin to make the journey. It doesn't matter where you've been. From where you are right now, you can begin this journey. And In other words, your journey has already begun. You are already on your path. So if this is how to understand where your path is in relationship to your desire, it's not a physical place, because when it's a physical place, you can never get there. Because when it's a physical place, when it's a manifestation, when you're obsessed with manifestation and your manifestation isn't here and you're putting it off as something that's future, and yes, you're hoping for it, yes, you're anticipating it, but bottom line, what's at the root of your vibration, what's truly covering up your anticipation, is that feeling of impatience, is that feeling of not really being here, is that feeling of looking at the absence and feeling that negative emotion and trying to goose it up with thoughts that feel good instead of soothing that negative emotion and finding your way back to the vortex. So yes, we said a lot of words, but it all makes sense in the grand scheme of things, because you're powerful in your now moment. That dream, when that dream feels good to you, you want to continue that momentum. And here's the thing: all of you know how to make your desires feel good, because because here's the thing: you're here and your desires over there, but it's not a physical journey, it's a vibrational gap. Because when it's a vibrational gap, it's a gap that you can accomplish right now, you can achieve right now. You can feel hopeful about your desire. You can go from a place of doubt all the way up to knowing. You can feel good about your desire. But the thing is, and this is where things are interesting, the thing is, you can feel good about your desire, but then there begs the question, what next? What next? Where's my desire now? And that's the thing though. Can the feeling good not be enough? And that's where many of our human friends, they sign out. They're like, well, you're telling me to get over manifestation. You don't really want me to have anything. And we're like, no, we want you to have everything, but there's a formula. There's an understanding that must take place. And you have to understand this vibrational reality that you live in. Because when it's about the manifestation, when you're not there and you're trying to get over there, but you're not there, but you want to get over there, but you're not there yet, when you keep taking score of yourself in physical distance, in terms of physical distance between where you are and where you want to be, when that's your measurement of how well you're doing, then you're never doing well enough and you never get there, because it's a physical journey. You have to make it a vibrational journey. So when you close the gap, vibrationally speaking, when you get up to speed with your desire, when it feels good to you, when the desire feels exciting, not because you're trying to cover it up, but because it generally just feels really interesting and it feels fun and it just feels right and it feels clarity. Those are all the vortex feelings. Those are all happy feelings. So when you feel like that about your desire, that has to be enough for the moment. The feeling has to be enough for the moment. The feeling of the feeling or the state of the improved emotion, it has to be enough. Because now you're looking for the resonance of your desire. Because where you are right now, but you're not ready for the full path. Because our human friends, they start feeling good, and then like, yes, I want this, and they get more specific than their vibration can handle, and then and then you know what happens? They notice what they want isn't there, and they get out of the vortex, and then that's the thing. You have to be in the vortex, because that's where the real momentum happens. So if you're not in the vortex, if you're over here standing in your reality and complaining about where you want isn't, the fact that where you want is not where you want to be and what you want isn't here yet, then you can never make that journey. But when it's a vibrational journey, when you're like, okay, it's not here yet, but it feels better to me, that the dream feels better to me, so that's enough for this now moment. The dream feels enough for me, and that's enough for this now moment. Then you're really cooking, because now you're in that pure desire, and your desire, your vibration is so pure. It's so pure, meaning there's no resistance. And then you're going to start to go. That momentum is going to start pick up. And you know how you know the momentum starts to pick up? You know how you know when you finally when you finally understand that, oh, it's just about the feeling. It's just about this now moment, because this now moment is where all my power is. And in this now moment, all I have to do is feel good about my desire, because that's the real prize. Because all I have is this now moment. I'm not trying to get all the way down the path right now, because I don't know how I'm going to get down there. I don't know exactly what vehicle is going to take me. There's a lot of questions that I don't have answers to. And so when I make it about getting over there, I'm not ready for that. I'm just ready for this now moment, and then the next now moment, the next, and then it's a happy journey. It's a happy journey. So what are we really saying in a way that really makes sense? You just have to be happy with where you are. You have to dream the dream, and the dream has to be enough. But we're not saying the dream has to be enough forever, because when you do this right, guess what happens? You can't be in alignment with something. You can't have something active in your vibration for very long before law of attraction gives you evidence of it. So you're going to get evidence of it. You're going to get evidence of it, and it's going to be, there are things that are going to be happening. They're going to be coming out of the woodwork, coming out of the vortex, and you know for a fact that you did not think of that, because things that haven't been happening for years are finally happening, and it feels so natural. Because when you really start to understand that this now moment is your only power and your only work, and in this now moment, your job is not to figure out how you're going to get there. Your job is not to see yourself there. Your job is just to dream. Your job is just to dream. Your job is to just enjoy the vibe of it, the feeling of it. Because here's the thing. There are two realities. There are two realities in any given moment that you may be in. There's a vibrational reality, and then there's a physical reality. But the thing about these two realities is that your inner being is in the vibrational reality. So that means that all of your emotions are about this vibrational reality, not this physical reality, not this what is reality. Because this what is reality that you're now seeing right now, your inner being isn't here. That's why whenever you observe it, it doesn't feel good, because you're translating the absence of your inner being. You're translating the absence of your inner being's opinion, because when you know something is absent, you're not looking in the vortex, because that's where your inner being is. You're not feeling for your desire, and that's where your inner being is. So here's the thing, you got to line up with your inner being, and the energy will get so fast, but it's only fast. The energy only feels fast, the momentum of this pure desire, of this pure energy of looking for the resonance of with your desire, and not looking for the final thing yet. Because here's the thing, when you're not, because when you're out of touch with it, when you fall out of the vortex, then it feels fast. So when you're up to speed with it, you feel ready, it feels good, it just feels natural. That's only when you dip back down into negative emotion, which is fine, that you really notice how fast the stream is going. And that's the thing, do you understand how manifestations happen? Do you understand how people go from literally rags to riches overnight? It's because they didn't start with nothing. They started with a dream. They had the dream in their mind, and we're telling you, all you need is a dream. All you need to have is a dream, because law of attraction is the efforter. Law of attraction will law of attraction has already gathered up all the cooperative components for you. Law of attraction knows where everyone is, knows where everyone is. And don't be afraid that in letting go of the end goal, and letting go of how you're going to get there, and letting go of exactly what's going to happen next, and just feeling good and letting that be enough, don't be afraid that you're going to be getting led to places that you don't want to go to. Because here's the thing, you've already put everything in your vortex. You've told bit by bit, moment by moment, second by second, desire by desire, you've told the universe, you've told your vortex, you put it all in the vortex, you put it in your vortex. Your inner being is leading you where you told your inner being where you want to go. So as you go on this path, you're going to start to see things, and you're going to be like, damn, I forgot I wanted this. Like, it all comes together in a way that completely takes your breath away. But the thing is, it doesn't take your breath away in the sense where, like, it's like, whoa, I can't believe this is happening to me. Because when your manifestations are happening to you, they don't feel like, whoa, this big thing. They just feel like, cool. Like, naturally, they just feel like, yeah. And people are asking you, they're like, what do you mean? You just went overnight. Like, I saw you yesterday and you were normal, and then now you have this whole brand new life. And you're just like, yeah, like, it's just normal to me, because you've found the resonance with your desire before it happened. Because when the question comes, how do you feel about your unfulfilled desires? You want to say, I'm feeling good about them because I'm living them right now. I'm finding resonance with my desire right now, because it's not so much about the physical. It's not about getting there anymore. It's about being here and feeling good, and that's it. Because this now moment is all I have. So when I make this now moment about getting over there, I'm not there and I messed it all up, but I'm just gonna enjoy my life, because feeling good is your price. You gotta pay your ticket. It's like, hello ticket. Feeling good. You gotta feel good. The universe says you gotta match it, because you're like, okay, universe, you do the processes. You're like, okay, you feel good about your desire, and then you're like, okay, universe, where's my stuff? Because you're used to the universe being like the way that your parents were. The more you struggle, the more you give them what they want, the more they will give you what you want. But the universe doesn't do that. The universe says, girl, you gotta line up. You gotta match your desire. You gotta match your vibration, because there's no source of evil. There's no assertion. No one is putting bad things into your reality. You're manifesting everything. And truly, nothing is going wrong, because it's impossible. To say something is going wrong means that someone is out to get you. It means that there's some karma that you're living out, and there's nothing of that. And there's nothing of that in this universe, especially because who do you think keeps the planet moving around? Who do you think keeps all the planets in perfect proximity to each other? Where does gravity come from? It all comes from this source of well-being. So don't ever be worried that there's even no mistakes, because ultimately you're the creator and you're supposed to have fun here. And don't get worried that you're gonna start to dream of things that don't ever come into fruition, because that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The law of attraction all the law of attraction says is that the more you think about something, the more evidence you start to see of it. So the more you start to think about your desire, because so the more you think about your dream, the more you start to make your thinking process, the more you spend more time thinking about how you're like, okay, I have the dream, but how am I going to make it a reality? What action am I going to take? Because people tell me I got to take action, I got to have a plan. And I'm like, all those things kill the dream. You got to just dream the dream, and you got to love the dream, and you got to nurture the dream, and you got to enjoy the dream, and then naturally you'll start seeing evidence of it. Because there are two realities. There's in any given moment that you could be in. And you know what's interesting is that this vibrational version is exactly the way you want it. But the current reality version, the one version that you have right now, physically you can see with your eye, and what is reality is so enamoring. You can see it, you can translate it, it feels real to you. But your current reality is getting in the way of your dream. It is, but what's the solution to that? The solution isn't to ignore reality in the sense where you're trying so hard not to think about it. The real understanding, the real trick, or the real way to get the big stuff is to leave reality alone, and to almost to have a different prize. The prize isn't the manifestation anymore. The prize is the journey. The prize is the resonance with my desire. So that means that when I'm broke, the dream of having a lot of money, having so much money, that's enough for me right now in this moment. It's just enough. And then the momentum will build, and that dream will start to feel so real to you, and not real in the sense where it's something that you just see in your mind. It's something that you're going to start to see in your reality. People are going to give you money. You're going to find diamonds on the ground. Things are going to work out for you in a way that people are going to be like, what did you do? What happened to you? And you're just going to say, I just gave up on the pursuit. I gave up on the pursuit, and I just accepted my amazingness. I just accepted that I was perfect just the way I was. I just accepted that I was good because I was good, and I just accepted that where I was perfect, because from where I was, I could go to wherever I want to go. And that's the thing, you're going to wherever you want to go. But if where you're going is not where you want to go, it's because there's something screwy going on in your vibration, and that is you're trying to get to the end too fast. And we're like, it's not that you can't get to the end, it's just that there are things that you don't know yet, and whenever you try to think about them, like the how, like the when, you get it causes resistance in you. So talk about why you want your desire, enjoy the feeling, and don't need to see all the evidence right now. Enjoy the ride, because you are eternal.